gotta have my Red Bull.
All
right, it's Max and Chet.
Max and Chet.
Hey, and you know what? I think we're gonna put the Red Bull song like as the intro to this.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe right when I'm talking right now. Instead of that, you'll hear the
gives you wings.
Yeah, Red Bull gives you. That's our sponsor. Please sponsor us, Red Bull.
Sponsor
Send us a check.
Please sponsor me.
We'll take $5. That'll work.
I'll take $5 or at least, which would be the equivalent of 1 can of Red Bull.
Yeah, that's correct.
Send us 1 can of Red Bull. All right.
Oh,
but Red Bull and vodka, delicious. It's our official Max and Chet drink. Red Bull and vodka.
That's correct. Red Bull and vodka. So, last week I did one of these on my own, but I used the mic with the cover on it. It made me sound all whistly and stuff. So, but I had this dream that I thought would be entertaining to talk about. See, when I go about life, I always think I'm smarter than everyone else. Maybe everyone does that. Does everyone think they're smarter than everyone else?
No, just the vain people.
Just the vain people. Okay, well, vain people like myself.
Self-obsessed.
Self-obsessed,
vain.
you bet. And
egotistical.
Right, okay.
Oh, are we done?
No, you keep going if you want, I guess. But these, I spout these truths all day that I think that I know. And every now and then there's someone smarter than me that's like, no, you dumbass. It's like this.
That's not it.
Right.
And you're like, what?
Right. And when I meet these people, I cherish them. I love them so much.
Come on with me.
But they don't like me. And they,
Sit in my pocket. Come on with me.
I have this hypothesis that I'm some kind of asshole. And that's why they don't want anything to do with me.
Why doesn't smart people like me? I don't get it.
Exactly. That's it. You got it. But sometimes I think I'm so smart, and it takes my subconscious to school me on what an idiot I really am. And so I had this fun dream. I mean, it's funny to me, where my subconscious kind of schooled me. It's like, you really don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I went on this caveman diet, which we're supposed to do. We're supposed to talk about our diets in an episode, man. You're the one who got me going. It's your fault, Max.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah, right. I start and stop a lot of things.
Anyways, I did this caveman diet. I've done really well with it. I'm 26 pounds lighter. Okay?
That's really good.
That's pretty good. So, but part of it, I went to the second phase, which I did not succeed at, and that's where you eat only once a day. You do a lot of things.
Is that where you kill the invading tribe and eat them cannibal style? I mean, we're going caveman here, right?
No, not quite the same thing. No, similar though.
That's phase 3.
Right. Phase 3. That's phase 4, I think.
Work up to that.
Right. No, in this, you just eat once a day, and then, and people will tell you, well, this is unhealthy. Well, there's a lot of things that I learned in this diet that go against conventional wisdom. Like, I eat a lot of saturated fat. I even had Roxy buy me lard, so I could cook my food in lard. And it's like,
what?
Yeah, lard. It's saturated.
No, because I agree with you. Ever since our ancestors, and I'm going purely scientific here, not biblical, okay? Purely scientifically, the minute our ancestors, which would be the monkeys, came out of the frickin' trees and started eating meat and getting those large, because raw meat is insanely high in protein.
Right.
Once you're getting those large doses of high protein, is when that fueled the human brain to start developing.
Hey, thank you. The brain. I can't go on enough.
It's like a scientific fact and shit.
Right. I'm saying people that have ADD, I think they're fat deprived. I think the brain functions better when you eat fat. That's what your brain is. It's fat.
It is a fatty tissue.
Yeah. Now, I'm not preaching what are those? The trans fats. I'm not talking about some processed vegetable oil. But you try and,
olive oil is where to go.
You try and tell these people things that go against conventional wisdom. I'm only eating once a day, and I eat lots of saturated fat. I have cook my food in lard.
Apparently, bacon.
I haven't.
I cook bacon, then I drink the grease.
Disclaimer here: I have not actually cooked the food in lard yet. But on the concept that saturated fat's okay, I bought the lard. I intend to cook my food in lard. Okay.
How do you buy lard and then not use I'm just saying, if you're committed to cooking with lard, I'd be so excited. I'd be like, as soon as I got home, I'd be like, fucking frying these Cheerios and shit. I don't care. Frying my Cheerios in lard.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'd be so excited.
I haven't cooked it yet. I have the lard. I'm ready to go.
If I came to the point where I'm committed to just buy lard, I'd be cooking everything in it.
Dude, I am going to cook everything in it. Lard is okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But people will argue with me, and they'll be like, you're not supposed to eat once a day. And You're not supposed. And then, like, I was having these dizzy spells, and it's called the carb flu, where your brain doesn't work so well because you're not eating as many carbs. Yeah, and
we aren't supposed to have a lot of carbs, though.
Right.
We really aren't.
And I've got a whole nother show when we talk about diets. I want to talk about the funny carb things that have happened to me. But I have these people that try and lecture me on how healthy I should be, but they're
are they overweight though?
Yeah, they're overweight, and they're drinking. Like, not a diet soda, but like
Mountain Dew.
Right, like a Coca-Cola in their hand. That's not healthy.
I use a rum and Coke, and you really shouldn't. Oh, my burger's ready, but you really shouldn't eat just once a day. I try to eat 4 burgers a day. You know, it's like 4 small meals.
I was actually, probably before I had the dream that I'm going to share with you, I was obsessing over this because the last time someone so unhealthy as this person tried to lecture me, we were in Iraq. What's a good nickname for this person? Sloth that doth not move. Alright, I don't know what happened there. I had to pause it and keep going again. But
Please pardon our technical difficulties.
Anyway,
there was a solar flare.
Sloth? Yeah, solar flare. Go all AM radio on you right there. Solar flares. Anyway, sloth that doth not move is what I'll nickname him. The most unhealthy guy I know was Max and I were in our physical prime.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good about myself. I was doing good. I'm just saying, I'm passing Army physical fitness standards.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
We were just doing PT tests just for fun.
Right?
Like, hey, let's go run 2 miles.
Yeah, we're helping other people out. Like, hey, you're taking a PT test, I'll go with you to help you out.
And this guy was sabotaging our efforts. And if you pick one man in life that was the most unhealthy person I knew, it would be this guy.
Didn't make him a bad person, just very unhealthy and believed that was the correct way to live.
Like he brought a Monster and his chewing tobacco and his cigarettes to workouts instead of a towel and some water.
A towel and water, or like a protein drink or something. But no, the Monster, chewing tobacco, and cigarettes.
And he would get a headache. He'd be like, maybe you're dehydrated. He'd be like, you're not my doctor. It's like, well, point. All right, sloth
you would tell people they're trying too hard and shit. Like, how do you try too hard? Like,
trying too hard.
You're trying too hard when you exercise.
Your spirit, you're too excited about this. No emotion, all right? Get rid of the emotion. Anyways, if you were to, now that I'm no longer that associated with that guy, although he's cool, he listened to one of our shows.
He's a good dude though. That doesn't make it, don't get me wrong, not a bad man.
Right.
He's just, when it came to that aspect of life, I believe it was asked backwards.
Yes. But anyways, if you were to pick the one person I know that is the most freaking unhealthy, it was the person trying to, save me from this diet that was supposedly sabotaging myself. So I'm kind of obsessed about this fact. And I go to bed sleeping, but I have a couple problems before I go to bed. Number one, I couldn't work out. Even though I lost 36 pounds, my wrist, I have what I believe the mighty Google tells me is tendonitis.
No. Layman terms, limp wrist syndrome.
What's limp wrist? Is that
it's kind of like
where you jack off too much? Oh! I got you.
Oh, you stop now. You just stop.
Oh, that, yeah.
You just stop, girlfriend.
Woo, that hurts actually when I do that.
Yeah, see, you got limp wrist syndrome.
Maybe my other personality that I don't,
yeah.
On the weekends, I wonder what I'm doing.
What happens when I black out?
When I'm sleepwalking, what's going on there? All right, limp wrist. Whatever the reason. Whatever the reason. The wrist hurts.
I was saying you didn't have to Google that shit. I could have told you you have limp wrist syndrome.
If Max were around, I would have known. But anyways, my wrist doesn't work. I can't do push-ups, pull-ups, or curls. Like the things that I really want to do, I cannot do. That's one problem. Problem number two.
I could never do not curls, but pull-ups.
Pull-ups.
My whole life, I have just been an absolute. Even at my prime, absolute fucking failure at pull-ups.
I like to tell people in basic training, I could not do a single pull-up when I first started. At the end of basic training,
I could not do a single pull-up.
I could almost do one.
Almost.
I could almost do one.
I remember it even, you think I should have been able to, because, in my basic training, they made us wear our flak jackets while we were doing pull-ups and shit.
Yeah?
That's like fucking some Dragon Ball Z weight training shit right there, right? No, does not make you stronger. Makes it harder. True fucking story.
Go figure.
Yeah, right?
my other physical problem, I walk around and work a lot, and my feet, they get dried out and cracked. It's kind of disgusting.
That is kind of gross. I have, just side note, people have said I have pretty feet.
Oh, that's cool.
You know.
Yeah, I show Roxy. She hates my feet. Maybe she'll like yours.
I have pretty feet.
Not me, all right? Ugly feet, and they'll crack and bleed, and in the mornings, if I don't kind of...
Crack and that's the fucking...
That is disgusting.
Do you not put... What?
I have to moisturize them to keep it from happening.
You better.
I have to.
Wear 2 socks and moisture, or put a pat of butter in there or something, dude.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
That is gross.
Well, guess what? Okay.
Just walk around on bleeding feet.
I go to bed one night, my wrist is...
That's almost like torture shit. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
It's like some fungus or something. I got it from the Army.
The Army never gave me that gift.
Well, that's because we...
Well, I wore sandals in the shower
as often as I would have liked.
Wink, wink.
Anyways, I go to bed and I have these two problems. Like going to bed, my wrist is killing me, and my foot, I didn't service it like I should have. It tends to happen in one foot or the other.
Hey, I'm just saying, Forrest Gump, he was serious in the Army. Take care of your feet.
Anyways, I had a dream that night that I was out jogging with this doctor, and I'm such a cheap bastard in real life. Max knows this. I'm really cheap, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I can get medical advice
while jogging.
While jogging with a doctor, right? Genius.
Score.
Even with my subconscious.
You just find these doctors in their work areas and they jog next to, like,
I'm like
they find out what gym they go to and run on the treadmill next to them. So, hey, doc, I have this burning sensation. What would you say I should do about that?
So what's my question? Is it about tendonitis or cracked feet? No. I'm going to prove that crackhead wrong, right, and say that eating once a day is healthy and all this bullshit. And I'm going to prove them wrong because I'm going to get this...
To your imaginary doctor.
Imaginary, my subconscious doctor, right? I'm going to get her medical advice.
It's a her, huh?
Yeah, it was a her. I remember this.
See, when I think of a doctor, I don't think of a her though.
I don't know why.
Is that sexist? I don't think so.
I don't know. My subconscious.
I'm not sexist. I know women are generally very smart and their brains tend to work better than mine.
I may be sexist, but my subconscious is not.
Maybe it's just my personal experience. I think 9 out of 10 doctors I've been to were dudes. It's just personal experience wise, you know.
Generally, me too. I don't know why my subconscious picked a woman.
Because your penis had something to do with that. Probably.
Maybe, possibly.
Your penis said, "Hey, we're dreaming here. Let's make it a chick."
Yeah, might as well. Might as well.
Might as well. I control this shit. Yeah. It's a dream, yo.
But anyway, I'm jogging next to this doctor. Or rather, I'm trying to, because my foot is killing me. I can't hardly jog on it, and I'm limping. I'm looking kind of like...
You have real pain in your dreams? I've had that before. That's gay.
It felt real. And when I woke up, my foot was way jacked up.
Yeah, because it's real pain that you're having, and it's transferring into a dream situation.
But also, my wrist is killing me, and I'm trying to jog with this doctor, and I look like one of Jerry's kids, you know, trying to run next to this doctor, and it's like my wrist, whatever is wrong with my wrist. My wrist is spreading to my shoulder, like I'm having a stroke. And I can't even get the question out. I'm like, no, doctor, I just have this question about health. And the doctor says to me, "Health, son, you can't even walk. You have a problem."
These are your dreams, Mike. That's the most interesting one I've heard, too.
It is. We have a story about my boring dreams, yes. But I woke up like, how pretentious am I to think that I know everything about health and that eating one meal a day, that I'm going to tell other people how great that is.
Your foot is fucked up. You can't move your wrist. But this is the healthy thing to do.
But, it didn't take a person to tell me that hypocrisy.
You sound like Slothy McSlothersons or whatever his name was.
It took my own subconscious to teach me that lesson.
So you want to know what my dream was last night? I had 2 dreams last night.
We have like a minute to keep this in YouTube.
One dream was I had sex with this girl. And I woke up and it was a pretty awesome dream, right? I'm not a teenager. It wasn't a wet dream, so don't get too excited. But then I went back to sleep, right? I had another dream where I had sex with another girl. A different one, not the same girl. So I'm just saying, I'm pretty fucking proud of those dreams.
That's awesome.
I didn't really have sex with 2 chicks yesterday, but in my dreams, I had sex with 2 different chicks.
Whatever works, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right, our 15 minutes is about up to keep this in YouTube.
Yeah.
Agreeable.
Peace
length.
out, Max and Chet.
Red Bull, send us one free one.
Red
That's
Bull, you
$5,
better fucking
man.
send us something.
That's right.
Are you sponsoring all this other shit? I saw this thing on. Anyway.